Gabi.
Hi, my name is Lia.
Hi, my name is Mariana.
Hi, my name is Lara.
Hi, my name is Dara.
Hi, I'm Isabel.
Hi, my name is Mana.
Hi, I'm Gabriela.
Geisel ruled Brazil from 1974 to 1979. His government was marked by the end of the economic miracle and the beginning of a severe economic and social crisis. The economic miracle was a very prosperous time for Brazil. Geisel promised a democratization that would be slow, gradual, and safe. In the same year, 1978, Geisel appointed General João Batista de Oliveira Figueiredo as his successor. He left office on March 15, 1979.
Demonstrations against the dictatorship and campaigns in favor of amnesty grew. The economic crisis increased the people's insatisfaction. In 1978, President Ernesto Geisel allowed Congress to pass a constitutional amendment putting an end to AI5 and restoring the habeas corpus as part of his policy of the time. The institutional actions had given the government dictatorial powers.
Figueiredo assumed his position as President Brazil with the consequence of economic crisis. To try to give away in the situation, the Fineto has called again to assume the Ministry of Finance. Minister launched the National Development Plan 3 but did not have much. João Figueiredo did not give up and kept trying to combat the financial crisis. Several programs were implemented to try to help. One of them was the stimulus to agriculture, which modernized the agriculture system of the country, turned Brazil into a major exporter of agriculture products in the world.
The first public protest for the diretas occurred in the state town of Rodelantina in Pernambuco on March 31, 1983. Periodicals of the state of Pernambuco at the time organized members of the PMDB party in the city, which were followed by protests in the capital of the state of Goiás, Goiânia, on June 15, 1983, as well as the Charles Miller Plaza in front of Pacaembu Stadium on November 27, 1983 in São Paulo. The new republic is the period of our history when Brazil became a really democratic country. The choice of Tancredo Neves as president gives a stop on the military dictatorship.
Diretas Já, or Direct Now, was a civil movement which, in 1984, demanded the direct presidential elections in Brazil. The movement brought together diverse elements of Brazilian society. Participants came from a broad spectrum of political parties, trade unions, students, and journalistic leaderships. During the month of April 1984, then-President Figueiredo promoted the April Package. The Diretas Já law was voted in April. The abstention of pro-government deputies forced the rejection of the bill due to the lack of quorum. The democratization progress ended with the return of civil power in 1985. The approval of a new constitution in 1988, which called to the first direct presidential elections in 1989, when Brazil elected Fernando Collor de Mello. Fernando Collor de Mello ruled Brazil from 1990 to 1992. He defeated Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva in a controversial two-round presidential race. He acquired the population attention with his own image and his modern speech. He acquired the population's attention with his own image and his modern speech. The very day he took office, Collor launched the Plano Collor plan to combat the hyperinflation and the extra public spending. The plan provided that of Brazil's currency, block of current accounts, freeze of prices and rates, and dismissal of employees and government agencies.
Drastic measures didn't take effect and caused a big economic recession. The people's discontentment was increasing and many complaints about the widespread corruption It led to the mobilization of class entities and unions. Throughout, Brazil heard actions by the Collor impeachment. In 1992, the Senate voted impeachment, withdrawing Collor from the presidency. The growth of the movement coincided with the aggravation of an economic crisis, with an annual inflation of 2,039% in 1983. Movement linked from representatives' diverse political backgrounds under the common sense of direct elections.
At the height of military dictatorship in the early 1970s, Brazil went through a period of economic miracle, with annual growth rates of GDP nearly 80% led of centralized government. Because of international economic crisis, the strong Brazilian economic growth has interrupted and social pressures started to rise. The government structured then a slow transfer to democracy initiated by President Ernesto Geisel. After elected, Tancredo Neves died in April 21 and he could take office. In his place, the Vice President José Sarney assumed the presidency. In the following 8 years, the next president in Brazil were Collor de Mello, Itamar Franco, Fernando Henrique Cardoso, Luiz Inácio da Silva e Dilma Rousseff.